Hello, I am Shine Matthew with the KPS lecture. Lesson number 4 of Geography, Agriculture, Part 1. Topics of the lesson: types of farming, cropping seasons of India, major crops, technological and institutional reforms, contribution of agriculture to the national economy, food security, and impact of globalization on agriculture. Food is the second most essential human requirements after air to breathe and water to drink. Food essentially comes from the plant world. The portion of food which comes from the animal world in the form of meat and poultry is again indirectly dependent on the plant world. Marine animals also survive on the plants underwater, directly or indirectly. Human beings realized that food had to be produced in large quantities to feed the increasing population. Suitability of soil, availability of water, and the right climatic conditions are essential for production of food, and all these three ingredients vary by huge differences. Economic activities are generally grouped into three types: primary activities, secondary activities, and tertiary activities. Primary activities include all activities which involve extraction, collection, and production of natural resources. Examples: agriculture, fishing, mining, etc. Secondary activities are those which involve processing resources obtained from the primary activity. Examples: food processing, packing industry, manufacturing industries like steel plants, oil refineries, etc. Tertiary activities are those which facilitate both primary and secondary activities and are also called services. Examples: transportation, trading, etc. Agriculture. The word agriculture is derived from two Latin words, agr and culture, meaning cultivation of land. Agriculture is commonly known as farming, can be considered as a system. Thus needs two types of inputs: physical inputs like sunshine, temperature, rainfall, soil, slope, drainage, length of growing season, seeds and manure, and human inputs like workers, money, machinery, fertilizers, pesticides, and storage. These inputs have to be processed by plowing the lands, sowing seeds, providing fertilizers, carrying out weeding, spraying pesticides, and then harvesting. The ultimate output is the crop. In certain farms, which are also rearing livestock, the output would include items like wool, dairy, and poultry products. Types of farming. Depending upon the soil and other geographical conditions, coupled with availability of their inputs, as explained above, various types of farming are practiced in the world. Farming is a very age-old activity. So adaptation of new methods depends on nature, physical environment, technological know-how, and socio-cultural practices. Types of farming are generally grouped into two: subsistence farming and commercial farming. Subsistence farming into intensive subsistence farming and primitive subsistence farming. Primitive subsistence farming into shifting cultivation and nomadic herding. Commercial farming into commercial grain farming, mixed farming, and plantation farming. Primitive subsistence agriculture. It is practiced in few areas. Small patches of land used. Tools: hoe, dhow, digging sticks. Labor is family and community. Depends on climate, fertility, and environmental conditions. Known as slash and burn cultivation. It's a kind of subsistence type. It is for survival. Shifting replenishes the fertility of the soil. Productivity is less, that is because there is no use of fertilizers and other aspects. Primitive subsistence agriculture is known in different names in India and right across the world. In India, especially in northeastern states, it's known as Jimmy. Manipur, it's known as Pamlo. Chhattisgarh and Andaman and Nicobar Islands, it's known as Deba. MP, it is known as Bebar or Dahia. Andhra Pradesh, it is known as Podu or Penta. Odisha, it's Pamadavi or Common or Bringa. Western Ghats, it's Kumari. Rajasthan, it's Balra or Waltra. Himalayas, it's Kil. Jharkhand, it is known as Kurua. Right across the world in Central America and Mexico, it's known as Milpa. Venezuela, it's known as Quenico. Brazil, it is known as Roca. Central Africa, it is Masol. Indonesia, it's Ledang. And Vietnam, it is Ray. Intensive subsistence farming. It is practiced in areas of high population. It's labor intensive. Use of fertilizers and irrigation. Right of inheritance reduced to land possession. Now expects maximum output from limited area. It creates enormous pressure on land. Commercial farming, known for the usage of modern inputs, HYB seeds, chemical fertilizers, insecticides, and pesticides. Commercialization of agriculture resulted in expansion and production increase. For example, rice is a commercial crop in Punjab and Haryana, and it is subsistence in Odisha. Plantation farming. A single crop is grown, specialities, large tracts of land, capital intensive, migrant laborers, raw material production. Crops, tea, coffee, rubber, sugarcane, banana, etc. Need close by markets, well expanded transportation and communication system, processing industries. Cropping pattern is mainly depending on physical diversity and plurality of cultures. Crops produced in India, food and fiber, vegetables, fruits, spices and condiments. Cropping seasons of India. India has got three main cropping seasons: Rabi season, Kharif season and Zaid season. Rabi season is winter season, October to December. Harvesting is done in April to June. Main crops: wheat, barley, peas, gram, mustard. Practiced in north and northwestern India. Punjab, Haryana, HP, J&K, Uttarakhand and UP. A source of water is western cyclonic disturbances. Green Revolution resulted in expansion of agriculture in Punjab, Haryana, UP and Rajasthan. Next season is Kharif season. Kharif season, the crops are grown with the onset of monsoon, harvested in the months of September, October. Main crops: paddy, maize, jowar, bajra, tur, moong, urad, cotton, jute, groundnut, soybean. Rice growing regions or states: Assam, West Bengal, Odisha, AP, TN Kerala, Maharashtra, UP, Bihar, Punjab and Haryana. Three crops of paddy produced in Assam, West Bengal and Odisha, known as Os, Aman and Boro. Next season is Zaid season. Zaid season is between Rabi and Kharif seasons, cropped in summer months. Watermelon, muskmelon, cucumber, vegetables, fodder crops and sugar cane. Next topic is major crops in India. Cropping depends on soil, climate and agricultural practices. Major crops in India: rice, wheat, millets, pulses, tea, coffee, sugar cane, oil seeds, cotton and jute. The first one is rice. A staple food of majority. India is the second largest producer. The largest producer is China. It is a kharif crop. It requires high temperature, 25 degrees Celsius, high humidity, rainfall above 100 centimeter. Grown in north, northeast, coastal and delta regions of India. Canal irrigation and tube wells are mainly used in Punjab, Haryana, Western UP and Rajasthan. Next crop is wheat. It is the second most cereal crop, food crop of north and northwestern India. It's a rabi crop, needs cool growing season, bright sunshine, especially during ripening. Rainfall 50 to 75 centimeter. Two major wheat growing zones are there in India: the Ganges Plains and the Deccan region. States: Punjab, Haryana, UP, Bihar, Rajasthan and MP. Next one is millets: jowar, bajra and ragi, known as coarse grains with a high nutritional value. Ragi has got the presence of iron, calcium, micronutrients and roughage. Area-wise, jowar is the third major food crop. It's mainly in cultivated in rain-fed moist areas. The overproducing states Maharashtra, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, and Madhya Pradesh. Bajra is cultivated in regions which are having sentient black soil. States Rajasthan, UP, Maharashtra, Gujarat, and Haryana. Ragi is a dry region crop. Regions with red, black, sentient loamy soil. States Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, HP, Uttarakhand, Sikkim, Jharkhand, and Arunachal Pradesh. Next crop is maize. Maize is a food and a fodder crop. It's a kharif crop, and it is mainly cultivated regions with alluvial soil, temperature 21 degrees Celsius to 27 degrees Celsius. In Bihar, it is a rabi crop. Production increased due to HYV seeds, fertilizers, and irrigation facilities. States Karnataka, UP, Bihar, Andhra Pradesh, and Madhya Pradesh. The last topic of the day, pulses. India is the largest producer and consumer of pulses. Major source of protein. Pulses like arhad, urad, moong, masoor, peas and gram are produced in India. Need less moisture, even it survives in dry conditions. Known as leguminous crops. These crops help retaining soil fertility, especially fixing nitrogen. States Madhya Pradesh, UP, Rajasthan, Maharashtra, and Karnataka. The sources of today's lecture: NCERT textbook, Suman Gupta's Social Science published by S. Chand, and Area Publications. Thank you.